April 1st, 2011, I threw a party. And instead of receiving gifts, I gave away everything I owned. And if you didn't show up, then you missed out on imported art from the Far East, Ethan Allen furniture, flat screen TV, PlayStation, and much more. Many of my friends scrambled for loot, while others held the moment sacred. The only things I kept were things necessary for my journey: car, toolbox, bag of clothes, computer, camera. Everything else was up for grabs. I watched as the life I created in Los Angeles was stripped away. 10 years prior, I came into LA as a poor country boy, living out of my car, seeking adventure, trying to become a better man. I would leave the same way I came. In the beginning, I had so much anxiety that it chewed up the insides of my cheeks and dropped down to 160 pounds, so I tried to have fun with it. Instead of facing the United States as an entire country, it became a game board. I had to find one player in every state. I learned that if I approached my life like a child, my challenges shifted from anxiety to enjoyment. As a kid, my father never let me play, so I had to learn how to play. I had to learn how to be a child. As I played with humanity across the country, I learned 4 great lessons. The first lesson is that people are inherently good and want to grow goodness in humanity. As I left Los Angeles, I drove up the coast and I stopped by my uncle's house to share what I was doing. And he said, "That is the stupidest idea I've ever heard." My friends called me insane. It really was the loneliest drive I've ever taken, and it made me doubt if humanity was good. I was headed north. I didn't know where I was going, who I was going to serve, only that their zip code had to be in Oregon. As I crossed the state line, a friend of mine connected me with her brother in Bend, Oregon. Now, I typically didn't know where I was going until a day or two before I got there because I wanted to keep the process organic and fluid. And I quickly learned that the best ways to find people to serve were provided by the 6 degrees of separation. In Tennessee, I helped a college friend stay in his deck and helped him write a speech. He set me up with his friend in Wisconsin, and there I helped plan a party for his dad's 20th anniversary of his heart transplant. That guy set me up with a business associate in Maine who had me paint her friend's mobile home. She set me up with a friend in New Hampshire, Ed, whose lifelong friend died when I walked in the door, and I helped him grieve. Ed set me up with his cousin in Vermont who had me give flood relief to the local community. Most of the people I served were complete strangers. I served Democrats, Republicans, independents, and people that don't believe in voting. I served Christians and atheists, Catholics and pagans, different races, ethnicities, young, middle-aged, old, married, single, divorced, gay, straight, and undecided. I wanted Surf Bliss to be so broad that labels didn't apply, and the project just became human. People would often ask me, "How do you afford this?" And I tell them I do donation-based massage. If they wondered if I were any good, I'd let them know that I was the massage therapist for NBC's The Biggest Loser, season 7 through 11, and American Gladiators when it came back on TV. I did the work, and people donated whatever they wanted. One girl gave me enchiladas. Another girl gave me a pair of earrings. I ate the enchiladas, gave away the earrings, and used the donations to pay for my gas, my car insurance, and cell phone bill. Every state started off by the same way. I'd ask, "How can I help you?" I'd stay with the families, eat with them, and fulfill their requests to the best of my ability, as long as I could show it to my mom on YouTube. My whole plan consisted of finding the coolest opportunities to serve in the next state, and lessons poured in. State 1 taught me about sustainable agriculture. State 2 taught me the redemptive power of friendship. State 3 taught me how the brain works. And the list goes on. I served them, gave more than I took, learned how to be a better man, and in the end I'd ask, "How did I do?" The concept was difficult to explain in the beginning, but people gave me a chance, videos gave me traction, and by state 15, people trusted me. On state 25, the midpoint of my journey, a 12-year-old girl asked me, "Hey, mister, What's going to happen if you don't make it to all 50 states? At that moment, I no longer had anxiety because I knew I'd figured out how to live by giving.